Have you ever wondered what truly goes on in the heart and mind of a woman when it comes to love? It's often said that women are complex creatures, and when it comes to love, that complexity is both their strength and their mystery. The way women experience love is different from how men typically do, and understanding this difference can unlock the secrets to deeper emotional connections, stronger relationships, and a love that lasts. What if I told you that women crave more than just physical affection? That beneath every gesture of love lies an emotional depth and psychological need that drives their behavior in ways many of us fail to understand. It's not just about flowers, dinner dates, or romantic words. Women want something deeper, a genuine connection, emotional validation, and the kind of respect that makes them feel cherished. Today we're diving into the fascinating psychology of women and love, exploring the underlying forces that shape their desires, the emotional needs that drive their actions, and how you can better understand and connect with the woman you love. Are you ready to uncover the secrets behind the love women seek? Let's begin this journey together. Number 1. Deep emotional sensitivity and the desire for genuine connection. Women often possess a profound emotional sensitivity that shapes their approach to love. This sensitivity isn't merely about heightened emotions, but reflects a deep-seated need for authentic connection. When a woman falls in love, it is not just about companionship. It is about intertwining lives, sharing vulnerabilities, and building a partnership rooted in trust and mutual respect. This desire for genuine connection stems from an intrinsic need to feel understood and valued. Women often crave emotional intimacy, wanting to know that their partner truly sees and understands them for who they are. They seek partners who can engage in meaningful conversations, offer emotional support, and demonstrate empathy. Emotional availability becomes a key factor in how women perceive love. When their emotional needs are fulfilled, they feel more secure, trusted, and willing to invest even further in the relationship. It is important to note that this desire for emotional connection also extends to the dynamics of communication. Women often prefer open, honest, and emotionally vulnerable communication. When they are emotionally open with their partner, they hope for the same in return. A relationship that lacks this open dialogue can create feelings of distance, leading to dissatisfaction or even emotional withdrawal. However, this emotional investment can also make women more susceptible to feelings of betrayal or neglect. When their emotional needs are unmet, it can lead to feelings of isolation, heartache, and disillusionment. Women, more than men in many cases, may be deeply affected by unresolved emotional issues within a relationship. Therefore, it is essential for partners to recognize and appreciate this emotional depth, ensuring that the relationship remains balanced and fulfilling. Without this recognition, it may be difficult for the relationship to thrive. In essence, the psychology of women in love underscores the importance of emotional resonance. It's about creating a space where both individuals feel seen, heard, and cherished, fostering a bond that transcends superficial interactions. True emotional intimacy involves not just sharing happy moments, but also navigating through vulnerabilities and challenges together. Number 2. The role of self-worth and confidence in relationship dynamics. A woman's sense of self-worth is a crucial element in how she navigates relationships. and it plays a significant role in shaping her experiences of love. Self-worth is essentially the internal feeling of being valuable and deserving of love and respect. When a woman has high self-esteem, she's more likely to engage in relationships where her needs are respected, her voice is heard, and her boundaries are maintained. Confident women tend to have a strong sense of self, and this confidence manifests in their ability to communicate openly and assertively in relationships, making it easier for them to express what they need and what they won't tolerate. Self-worth also plays a major role in how women approach relationship challenges. When a woman feels confident in herself, she is less likely to tolerate unhealthy behavior such as manipulation, neglect, or emotional abuse. She recognizes her value and will not settle for less than she deserves. On the other hand, women with lower self-esteem may feel they are unworthy of better treatment, often finding themselves in toxic relationships or staying in unfulfilling partnerships. This can lead to patterns of self-sacrifice where they put the needs of their partner above their own, which can eventually lead to feelings of resentment and emotional burnout. However, self-worth is not static. It can fluctuate based on life experiences, societal messages, and the support system a woman has. Women who have faced challenges such as rejection, past heartbreak, or emotional trauma may struggle with their sense of self-worth, which can impact their ability to enter healthy relationships. The key to overcoming this is personal growth and self-reflection, allowing women to rebuild their confidence and understand that their worth is inherent, not defined by external validation. Partners in relationships can play a key role in supporting a woman's self-esteem by offering positive reinforcement, encouragement, and respect. In an emotionally healthy relationship, both individuals should feel confident in their worth, which in turn helps build a balanced, nurturing partnership. Ultimately, the psychology of women in love underscores the interplay between self-esteem and relationship dynamics. A strong sense of self-worth leads to healthier relationships, while a lack thereof can perpetuate cycles of dissatisfaction, emotional turmoil, and codependency. Number 3. The need for stability and security in romantic relationships. Stability and security are essential pillars in any romantic relationship, especially for women. When a woman enters a relationship, one of her primary needs is emotional and psychological stability. Stability in a relationship doesn't only refer to financial security, but also to emotional consistency, reliability, and trust. Women, by nature, tend to seek out a sense of security that allows them to feel safe, loved, and valued. This desire for stability is deeply ingrained, as it provides an environment where vulnerability can thrive without fear of judgment or betrayal. Historically, stability in a relationship was crucial for raising children and ensuring their safety and survival. Even in modern times, this need for stability remains just as important. Women are often more attuned to the emotional environment in their relationships, and they seek partners who are emotionally available and reliable. In many cases, women feel the need to know that their partner will be there for them in times of emotional distress, and that they can rely on them in moments of uncertainty. Stability manifests in different forms. Emotional stability, for instance, is about being able to communicate and resolve conflicts in a healthy way. Financial security provides reassurance that both partners can handle external stresses. Relationship stability, on the other hand, comes from consistent actions, behaviors, and words that demonstrate commitment and care. Women crave these assurances as they offer a sense of safety and a foundation for emotional investment. The lack of stability, however, can be detrimental to a relationship. Women in unstable or unpredictable relationships may experience heightened levels of anxiety, uncertainty, and mistrust. Emotional roller coasters, where the relationship swings between love and conflict, can lead to emotional exhaustion. This lack of consistency can erode trust and lead to a sense of emotional disconnection. Moreover, a partner who is emotionally unavailable or unreliable creates a sense of insecurity, making the woman feel as though her emotional needs are not a priority. Women tend to thrive in relationships where there is mutual respect, care, and emotional availability. In contrast, relationships that lack these qualities can cause women to withdraw emotionally or even leave the relationship in search of a more secure environment. In conclusion, the need for stability and security in romantic relationships speaks to a woman's deep desire for a sense of safety, consistency, and trust. When these needs are met, women can invest more freely and deeply in their relationships, building a foundation of love and emotional fulfillment. Without stability, however, relationships are more likely to suffer from emotional turmoil, mistrust, and eventual breakdown. Number 4. The importance of emotional validation and understanding. Emotional validation is at the core of any healthy romantic relationship, and for women, it plays a particularly crucial role in how love and intimacy are experienced. Emotional validation is more than just agreeing with a partner's feelings. It's about acknowledging and responding in a way that shows empathy and understanding. For women, being emotionally validated means feeling seen, heard, and valued, which fosters a sense of emotional connection and trust. When a woman expresses her emotions, she's often seeking a response that recognizes her feelings without judgment or dismissal. In many cases, women want their partners to understand why they feel a certain way and to show compassion for their emotional experience. This process of validation helps create a safe emotional space in the relationship, where both partners feel free to be vulnerable and share their innermost thoughts and feelings. The absence of emotional validation can have damaging effects on a relationship. If a woman's emotions are constantly invalidated, whether through dismissal, avoidance, or over-rationalization, she may begin to feel isolated, rejected, or unimportant. This emotional disconnection can lead to frustration, resentment, and ultimately a breakdown in communication. A woman may start to shut down emotionally, feeling like her needs are not being met, and the relationship may suffer as a result. It's important to understand that emotional validation doesn't always mean agreeing with the other person's perspective, but it involves showing empathy, listening actively, and acknowledging the emotional experience. For example, instead of saying, "You're overreacting," an emotionally validating response would be, "I understand that this situation makes you upset. Let's talk about it." In healthy relationships, emotional validation leads to deeper intimacy and trust, as both partners feel supported in expressing their emotions. It helps maintain a balance of give and take, where each person's emotional needs are respected and met. This practice not only strengthens the bond, but also fosters a deeper connection and mutual respect, allowing love to flourish. Number 5. the desire for romance and thoughtful gestures. Romance plays a significant and meaningful role in the psychology of women when it comes to love and relationships. While popular culture often portrays grand gestures like expensive gifts or elaborate dates as the hallmark of romance, the reality is that romance is much more about thoughtfulness, consideration, and personal touches. Women often feel most loved when their partners show attentiveness to their individual preferences, needs, and emotions, with small, thoughtful actions that reflect their genuine care. For many women, romance is not just about the big moments, but rather about the everyday actions that communicate love and appreciation. Simple gestures like remembering an important date, writing a heartfelt note, or planning a surprise that reflects a shared memory can make a significant impact. It is through these thoughtful acts that a woman feels emotionally connected and valued, reinforcing the bond between the partners. Women also appreciate when their partners take the time to learn about their love language and cater to it. Whether it's physical touch, words of affirmation, acts of service, quality time, or receiving gifts. Romantic gestures are most meaningful when they align with how a woman feels loved. A partner who makes the effort to understand what makes her feel cherished is likely to foster a deep emotional connection that goes beyond the superficial. Furthermore, regular romantic gestures serve as a reminder of the initial excitement and passion in the relationship. Over time, relationships can fall into routines, and romance provides the spark to reignite the connection between partners. It helps break the monotony and brings back the playful, spontaneous energy that often accompanies the early stages of love. When a woman feels cherished and desired, she's more likely to invest emotionally and commit to the relationship. However, the absence of romance or the failure to show appreciation can lead to a sense of neglect or complacency. If women feel that their emotional and romantic needs are overlooked, it can create feelings of dissatisfaction, distance, or even resentment. Romance, when practiced thoughtfully and consistently, helps keep the emotional connection strong and keeps the relationship fresh and vibrant. In essence, the desire for romance and thoughtful gestures is not about the magnitude of the actions, but the sincerity behind them. Women appreciate when their partners go out of their way to show love, and it is this effort that creates a sense of emotional fulfillment, deepens the bond, and ensures the longevity of a loving relationship. In the end, understanding the psychology of women and love isn't just about unraveling mysteries or decoding behaviors. It's about building deeper, more meaningful connections. Women are not defined by complexity alone, but by their deep emotional depth, their need for respect, empathy, and genuine connection. When you tap into these underlying needs and approach love with mindfulness, understanding, and care, you open the doors to a relationship that goes beyond the surface. The secret to loving a woman lies not in grand gestures or superficial compliments, but in the way you make her feel valued, understood, and safe. Love, for women, is a partnership built on trust, communication, and shared vulnerability. So, whether you're in a relationship or seeking one, remember that the key to unlocking her heart is not through playing games, but through empathy, respect, and genuine connection. By truly understanding the psychology behind love, you're not just navigating a relationship, you're fostering a deep, lasting bond that will stand the test of time.